Anecdotes. Gutler, a very rich man, too many avaricious. Commonly he was travel at a horse, and single for to avoid all expenses. In the evening, at to arrive at the inn, did feign to be indispose, to the end that one bring him the supper. He did ordered to the stable knave to bring in their room some straw, for to put in their boots he made to warm her bed, and was go low sleep. When the servant was draw again, he come up again, and with the straw of their boots, and the candle avhat was leave him, he made a small fire, where he was roast a herring, what he did keep of her pocket. He was always the precaution one to provide himself of a small of bread, and one bring up a water bottle, and thus with a little money. A blind did hide 500 crowns in a corner of their garden. But a neighbour, which was perceive it, did dig up and took it. The blind, not finding more her money, was suspect that might be the robed, but one work for take again it. He was going find the neighbour, and told him that he came to get him a counsel. Then he was 1,000 crowns, which the half was hided into a sure part, and I don't know if want, if to put the remains to the same part. The neighbour was counsel him so, and was hastened to carry back that sum, in the hope soon to draw out 1,000. But the blind, having finded the money, was seized it. Having called her neighbour, he told him, Gossip, the blind saw clearer than this that may have 2 eyes. A man once was presented at a magistrate which had a considerable library. What you make? Beg him the magistrate. I do some books, he was answered. But any of your books I did not seen it. I believe it so, was answered the author. I mak nothing for Paris. From a of my works is imprinted, I send the edition for America. I don't compose what to colonies. One-eyed was laid against a man which had good eyes, that he saw better than him. The party was accepted. I had gain, over said the one-eyed, Why I see you 2 eyes, and you not look me who won? A English lord was in their bed tormented, cruelly of the gout, when was announced him a pretended physician, which had a remedy sure against that illness. That doctor came in coach or on foot, was request the lord. On foot, was answered him the servant. Well, was replied the sick, go tell to the knave what go back oneself, because if he was the remedy, which he exalt himself, he should roll a coach at 6 horses, and I would be send for him myself, and to offer him the half part of my lands for to be delivered of my sickness. A duchess accused of magic being interrogated for a commissary, extremely unhandsome. This was beg himself when she had looked the devil. Yes, sir, I did see him, was answer the duchess, and he was like you as 2 waters drops. A lady, which was to dine, chid to her servant that she had not had used butter enough. This girl, for to excuse himself, was bing a little cat on the hand, and told that she came to take him in the crime, finishing to eat the 2 pounds from butter who remain. The lady took immediately the cat, was put into the balances, it had not weighted that 1½ pound. A countryman which came through to Paris upon the bridge to the change, not had perceived merchandises in several shops. The curiosity take him, he come near of a exchange desk. Sir, had he beg from a look simple, tell me what you sell. The loader, though that he made to divert of the personage, I sell, was answered him, asses' heads. Indeed, replied to him the countryman, you make of it a great sale, because it not remains more but one in your shop. The commander Forbin of Janson, being at a repast with a celebrated Boileau, had undertaken to pun him upon her name. What name told him carry you thither? Boileau, I would wish better to call me drink wine. The poet was answered him in the same tune. And you, sir, what name have you choice? Jansen, I should prefer to be named John Meal. The meal don't is valuable better than the fur. A physician 80 years of age had enjoiced of a health unalterable. There's friends did him of it compliments every days. Mr. Doctor, they said to him, you are admirable man. What you make then for to bear you as well? I shall tell you it, gentlemen, he was answered them, and I exhort you in same time at to follow my example. I live of the product of my ordering, without taking any remedy, who I command to my sicks. A countryman was confessed to the parson to have robbed a mutton at a farmer of her neighbourhood. My friend told him the confessor it must to return, or you shall not have the absolution. But Reply the villager, I had eaten him. So much worse, told him the pastor. You will be the devil sharing, because in the wide vale where me ought to appear we before God, every one shall spoken against you, even the mutton. How? Reply the countryman, the mutton will find in that part. I am very glad of that. Then the restitution shall be easy, since I shall not have to tell to the farmer. Neighbour, take your mutton again. Plato, walking oneself a day to the field with some of their friends. They were to see him Diogenes, who was into water until the chin. The superficies of the water was snowed, for the reserve of the hole that Diogenes was made. Don't look it more told than Plato, and he shall get out soon. A day came a man consult this philosopher, for to know at o'clock it was to eat. If thou art rich, told him, eat when you shall wish. If you are poor, when you may do. At the middle of a night very dark, a blind was walk in the streets with a light on the hand and a full jar upon the back. Some one which ran do meet him, and surprised of that light. Simple that you are, told him, what serve you this light? The night and the day are not them the same thing by you. It is not for me, was answering the blind, that I bring this light. It is to the end that the giddy switch seem to you do not come to run against me, and make to break my jar.